Yo, we back with another episode of Buckets and Box Offices. I'm LaVar, and I'm here joined by...
What's going on? It's Gabriel.
Yo, it's your boy Randall.
And again, we are the hosts of B&BO. All right, so we're going to talk about All-Star Weekend for all of this show, but I want to start specifically with Karl Malone. And for some of y'all who don't know who Karl Malone is, right? I was planning on listing off some of his career accomplishments, but I'll just summarize and say that he's arguably the 13th greatest player of all time, which is which is pretty ironic because he also raped and impregnated a 13-year-old girl, Gloria Bell, right? And the NBA had the nerve to invite this nigga to All-Star Weekend. So, what are your thoughts on that?
If it wasn't in Utah, they would have said anything. That's my thought on it.
Yeah.
I am I got something to say about Karl Malone. It's nothing too crazy, but LaVar, I wanted to ask you a question. What do Julius Randle and Karl Malone have in common?
What do they have in common?
They both have an affinity for the number 13.
Oh, shit. No.
An affinity is crazy.
No.
Nah.
Yo.
All right.
But but all seriousness, I was expecting at least some awkward applause for this motherfucker. But Utah was cheering the fuck out of him.
Yeah, bro, it's as if he was like a hometown hero or something.
Yeah. I mean,
I know.
Oh my god! But it's the fact that they were also booing Kyrie. I heard
that was very crazy.
That shit is crazy, bro. And I'm thinking like, okay, maybe I should give them a pass because I don't know if they have internet access over there. But I was like, nah. It's on brand for Utah. It's on brand for them. It's on brand.
You know what gets me though? They booing Kyrie for all this nonsense, and you know what's crazy? There's another anti-vaxxer from Utah, John Stockton. I could bet my bottom dollar they would have been cheering that boy on too if he was over there.
No shot, John Stockton.
But I say less.
He's a COVID denier. Like,
no,
bro.
A COVID denier?
He's a legit conspiracy theorist.
I've never heard of that, bro. A COVID denier?
I gotta send it to you,
bro.
I gotta say,
no way.
He was there. He was sitting next to Karl Malone during the All-Star game.
Bro, I'd rather have seen John Stockton over Karl Malone, bro. I'm being honest here.
It's the lesser of two evils. At that point.
Speaking on that too, like, what dunks has Karl Malone done that got him granted to be like, yeah, that I should be able to judge a dunk contest?
Hold on, bro. He has the best rim grazers in the game.
Yo, shit.
Bro, he only got those open outlets. Let's keep it a buck. If John Stockton wasn't there, we wouldn't know who Karl Malone is. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh man.
But I don't get why the NBA decided to invite him. It's
in Utah.
like,
that's literally like the only thing. If it was like, I guarantee you, if this was in like South Beach or LA, you're not seeing Karl Malone nowhere.
100%.
That was his saving grace.
Yeah, that's tradition. Like they usually do that wherever a All-Star Weekend takes place in a certain city. They invite the players and the legends who played for that team that played in that city for that year. Did I explain that right? I just went on a fucking ramble. But so this year it takes place in Salt Lake City, Utah. So they brought back Utah legends. That includes Karl Malone, unfortunately. But yeah, I really don't. It's really disgraceful that the NBA invited him back this year. Really, even like especially after how they treated Kyrie.
Especially
that looks like.
That's bad.
The way they treated Kyrie looks like
bad.
Astronomically more terrible now than it did even like a week ago.
I'm about to apologize to Boston. I give Boston a very bad rep for being pretty racially undertoned towards players, but Utah, y'all got it.
No, Utah got it, but it's still fuck Boston. But
Yo.
I'll keep myself quiet because I'm a Patriots fan. I'll stay out this conversation.
Yeah.
really just it's really disgraceful. It's really disgraceful, honestly. Uh, and also forget if there isn't or isn't one. Legally, there should be a rule forbidding that child rapist from being alone in a room with one of the Make a Wish kids. There should be a rule for that. There should be rules for that, bro.
No
I'm not
shot.
gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. They like, honest, seriously. And when they announced it, I gotta talk about when they announced that Karl Malone was being assigned to be a dunk contest judge. I was like, bro, I had to do a double check because I thought it was a Ballsack Sports tweet. I was like, what the fuck is
You know,
going on? Boy, I,
it was not misinformation.
yeah, that's just,
I feel like that was a big fumble on the NBA's part. Like, I feel like if they would have put like a better thing, would have been like if like let's say like the skills contest had a judge, putting John Stockton there would have made more sense. Like like it would have rather seen like John Stockton over Karl Malone. Like, bro, I'm
But you
learning
know
the
what?
other day. What's up?
No. Keep going because
Bro,
I was
I'm
about to
learning
continue.
the other day that bro, Karl Malone's son, the one that he had with the 13-year-old, bro, this man played 5 seasons in the NFL.
Yeah, I heard of that like not too long ago. That's actually kind of nuts.
Bro, that's crazy. And
all
it's
right.
not even like it's hidden information, bro. This is like
Nope.
public knowledge that he touched a 13-year-old girl inappropriately and had a kid.
Speaking of public information, and I just finished talking to LaVar about that before the show too, and I thought it was very crazy that a public news source on Twitter actually had the nerve to say that after All-Star Weekend, it started surfacing again that Karl Malone impregnated a 13-year-old. I was like, after All-Star Weekend?
Bro, this was
No
common
one forgot.
knowledge.
Yeah,
Everybody
No,
knows
no
this.
one forgot. Yo, people still give Kobe shit for that kind of thing. And he's dead.
Bro,
R.I.P. Kobe.
imagine Karl
But
Malone, like.
yeah, bro, Karl Malone, man. Oh my goodness.
but seriously, like, it's really mind-boggling decision. Like, whoever made the decision to bring Karl Malone back, they had to have talked to PR. And if you need to go to PR to make a decision,
That's a bad route.
This was a Kanye level decision.
That's a
Bro,
Kanye level decision.
like,
Yo,
bro, like, oh my god, it's just a mess.
That was a big
mess.
fumble on NBA, especially you brought it up, VAR, like how they treated Kyrie. Like it's a big fumble on their part because it's like they're very selective on how they treat certain people.
Yeah, and
It appears that
go ahead.
it appears that they like just have select like emotions and feelings and how they treat certain people. Cause like what happened with Kyrie was very, very disrespectful. I will forever say that. What happened with him, that was very disrespectful. But then they have the audacity to allow a publicly known pedophile. Like this isn't some like low key shit. Everyone associates Karl Malone with kids. Like this is not some like low key stuff. This is like common knowledge. And they have the audacity to put him and arguably behind the playoffs, like one of the most watched NBA games and probably Christmas Day, like the most watched games of the weekend. You have a known pedophile like on stage, on screen. It's kind of crazy to me,
bro, they applauded him like the Man of Steel coming back to Earth, bro.
bro.
It was
That's
Bro,
crazy.
and the fact that, bro, honestly, I got through. I feel like maybe my junior year, I found out about Karl Malone and how bad of a person he was. The NBA did a
same.
fantastic job, unfortunately, hiding this shit. They did a great job
Yo,
hiding this shit, unfortunately. You went through a whole 20-year career without it ever being an issue.
I mean, like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I respect Carl. Like, all the like Jared from Subway shit aside, like I respect his game. Like
wow.
he's a he's a solid power forward. Like all like separating the art from the artist. Like he's a solid power forward. But it's like you can't think about him without thinking about
Yeah,
that.
but fuck him.
I mean,
Fuck
that's
him.
crazy. Like,
I don't.
what is he? What is he? He's top 3 on the scoring list, right? Number
Is he?
3? Is he?
Yeah.
Because they I know they did a whole thing with him, Braun, and Kareem at the All-Star
Yeah,
game,
he's top 3.
and top 3 scoring of all time somehow didn't even win a scoring title, which is crazy. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's the only person to do that. like averaged like 30. Like he averaged so many points per game in his career and never won a scoring title. That's just nuts as a power forward.
And
But
he has 2 MVPs, which is crazy.
never got a ring. But damn, man, like oh my god, a pretty good career just blemished bad. It's
Like really blemished.
like it's really bad. Like that's very unfortunate. I mean,
Oh wow.
do you hate to see it? I don't know, but
I want to say I'm looking up Carmelo accolades, and he won DPOY in his rookie year.
yeah, man,
Oh my god, bro! And the fact that
but tough.
the fact that he didn't even raise the son,
Bro denied child
he
support.
he did not won
Bro, that's
$125 a month when he was making $3 million a year. That
He
is
was
crazy.
denying
That's crazy.
child support, bro.
That's crazy.
Gosh.
Yeah. That's bad. Just a terrible human being. Really.
Genuinely.
So yeah, I want to talk about Friday night.
Yeah, let's go on a good note.
All right.
Start it up.
So Rising Stars game, right? Jose Alvarado gets MVP.
Puerto Rico, stand up.
Brooklyn native, New York native.
Stand up.
Word.
Always good to see a New Yorker successful in the NBA. It just makes you feel good.
Yeah, 100%.
One of us made it. You know.
Yeah. Quentin Grimes
TA
balled out for
jersey
the
on the
New
way.
York Knicks. I gotta put that out there. Quentin Grimes balled out. But what did y'all catch it? I know Gabe, you said you didn't, but
yeah, I didn't catch Friday. That was like the only event
Catch what?
I didn't catch it.
The Friday night events. Did you catch the Rising Stars game?
I caught a little of it.
Good, a little
I
bit.
caught a little. I definitely wasn't watching every game, but Team Pell games, I was watching bits and pieces of those.
Damn, it was alright. It was a fun watch. Some good audio snippets with players.
We need more people mic'd up.
Yeah, definitely.
We need more people mic'd up.
Definitely. The celebrity game was comedy though.
The one thing I saw was I was actually about to bring that up. Crazy transition by VAR over here. I was gonna say I was watching I forget his name. The actor that plays Shang-Chi was like apparently balling out of control in the All-Star game.
Was he? Bro, I honestly wasn't paying. I was paying attention to all the antics.
Bro, like, all I saw was like some deep. I saw like there was like highlights on Bleacher, and I'm scrolling through it. I'm seeing 2 deep ass threes from Shang-Chi, and I'm like, yo.
Oh yeah, Simu Liu, bro.
Yeah, Simu Liu. I'm trying to think of his name. Thank you.
Yeah, I was talking to LaVar about it too. I was like, bro, this. I'm like, who's this? I'm like, bro, balling out like this is like watching Jeremy Lin 2.0. I'm like, is that Shang-Chi?
Jeremy Lin 2.0.
Bro, like, it was legit crazy. I was like, yo, I did not know he could ball like this. I mean, mind you, I was seeing him in like commercials recently, like with NBA players and stuff like that. But
yeah,
yo, he could ball for real. Like
that's the 10 rings. Come on, put respect on his name. That's the 10 rings.
One less than Bill Russell. One less than Bill Russell.
Yo.
Nah, but did you see that lookalike on the jumbotron?
Yes.
Nah, that was
another thing I
saw. I'm
saw.
not gonna lie. That was crazy. That was racist.
So
that had to be racist.
Bro, one day in Salt Lake, bro, they just forget all the rules, bro. Like they just don't know what to do. And then as a personal WWE fan, I saw that The Miz hit a half-court shot that would have sent them to overtime.
No, it would have won them the game. That would have counted as a 4-point shot, my boy.
Are you dead ass?
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
Right.
They had a Ruffles 4-point line. That would have been the game winner.
Oh, that's what that blue line is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why Simu Liu was taking all those deep ass shots. Okay.
Yeah, he wanted 4 of them things.
Oh nah, that made it even crazier. What?
No, oh my! They should have just let it count for the fuck of it.
Facts,
I mean, bro, like who's really making that? Like,
out of all people, like
The Miz, bro,
the WWE superstar, The Miz, hits half-court game-winning shot. That would have been the ultimate caption on Instagram and Twitter. Like that would have.
Bro, I wasn't really paying attention to the games on Friday. Like I was sitting here playing Hogwarts Legacy, right? And I'm on my phone, and I'm seeing. I literally saw in the corner of my eye an ESPN notification pop up, and it said The Miz makes an insane half-court shot in the Celebrity All-Star game. And I looked at it and I was like, huh. I must be bugging out because I could have sworn I just saw The Miz made a half-court shot. Yo, I checked the clip. It was the man. I was like, bro, what?
Yo, DJ
Oh,
Metcalf's face when he saw that go in was
oh
insane.
yeah,
Nah,
bro.
Metcalf was another one too, bro. Like
I'm
I
telling you, bro.
seen some highlights. He
He
got a
should not be surprised. He should not be surprised about that drug text message.
nah, bro. Because bro, I saw one block, bro. That man was levitating for 2 seconds before the ball left the shooter's hand. I swear to God. I
Nah,
swear to God, he was left standing in air like take the shot. Come
he,
on,
Per 30 Metcalf.
yeah,
per 30, Metcalf.
he won MVP too. 20 and
That
10, double
That's
double.
equal.
20 and 10.
Yeah,
I see him.
yeah,
My son
baller.
was booming it.
I see him.
All right, so Saturday night dunk
That was
contest.
jokes.
Joke. It sucked, right? It sucked.
No, the all of Saturday
All
was
of
jokes.
Saturday. So
All of Saturday was
let
jokes.
me hear your
And
thoughts.
to start off with the relay for the skills challenge. The skills challenge, let me tell you something, bro. I was dissecting that entire thing, broke it down into all 3 parts. Let me tell you something. Every single event had a moment that I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I'm watching professionals, right? I'm watching
Mhm.
I'm watching quote unquote
I already like where this is
professionals, might I
going.
add. Yo, first of all, it really sucked that Giannis couldn't compete in the skills challenge,
Mhm.
but
Because of his
it
wrist.
was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was because of his wrist, but it was dope because Drew Holiday actually did his thing for the most part.
Mhm.
But oh my god, every team got me. Every team got me. I was legit crying. I should have watched it drunk, to be honest. Like I probably should have. But Alex Antetokounmpo going the wrong way
No
in the
shot.
in the
No
real yo, bro.
way.
My brother, my brother in Christ. They had a referee. They had a referee that I forgot the female referee's name. She basically was like a traffic guard. Like she tells you which way to go. He still went the wrong way.
Nah, bro,
He went
there's
the wrong
no
way, and
way.
the announcers were clowning him. It's like, did Alex just go the wrong way? I was like, that's got to be a point deduction, right? Yo, crazy. Might I add for call it for almost every single team, not a single person made the floater on the first go.
There's no way. I have to really watch the replay now.
Most of these players were guards,
Nah.
except for the likes of mainly the rookie team that had Jabari Smith and Paolo.
Mhm.
Almost everybody was a guard, not a single person other than actually not now that I think about it, no, the rookies were the only team that actually made the floaters on the first go.
Yeah, but they was bricking like a motherfucker though on the
Oh,
3-point line.
most definitely them threes was they was building houses for the homeless.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I
That was
saw
crazy.
that part. I saw that on Twitter. That's what made me tune in originally because I was watching that. I was like, "Yo, bro, there's no way they're missing
And
the
help
float."
me understand why Walker Kessler was low key the MVP for the Team Jazz. I would have never seen that coming. If you told me from the future that Walker Kessler was going to carry Team Jazz to win the skills challenge, first of all I didn't even know who Walker Kessler was before this season.
He's a baller.
And he definitely is. That he started booming mid season as a defensive player, which is crazy,
Mhm.
and I respect it. But
Like as a
bro,
two-way or like a pure defender.
as a pure defender, because as a scorer he's decent. He's not bad for a center. For his offensive production is looking good for somebody who's pretty new. But oh my god, bro, let me tell you something. Jordan Clarkson was playing for the other team. Jordan Clarkson doesn't really fuck with Utah. That boy was looking. He looked like he bought all the VC. My boy came in with some diamonds in his teeth, with the Cuban links,
He brought that rebirth.
everything,
He
bro.
brought that
And
rebirth
he
build
was
with $50 in cash.
oh my god, and he left that rebirth build on
On 90.
on not even 90, 80. That shit demoted. Bro, Walker Kessler made a 3 before Jordan Clarkson. Can you please help
Nah,
me to understand that?
Jordan Clarkson saw the applause. Karl Malone guy. He's like, nah, I can't jack these guys no more.
Absolutely
I
not.
can't jack Utah no more.
That's what Russell Westbrook
You
just
know it
said.
was something when the announcers were clowning him. The announcers were legit like crying hysterical at Jordan Clarkson because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. That shit was crazy.
Nah. All right.
But the skills challenge overall, very entertaining to say the least.
Was
That
that
was pretty good.
was that the best part of Saturday night for you?
Oh hell no, the dunk contest.
Amen.
The dunk contest.
Dunk contest is
Actually,
back.
wait. Actually, no. Me personally, I kind of like the 3-point contest the most.
That Dame Dollar jersey was hard. That's what made
Yeah.
that shit fire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you know what's crazy? I said it right before. Jesus, bro, I'm starting to sound like LeBron James. But I promise you, I really did say it right before he stepped up. I was like, what happened to people like wearing like different jerseys? I'm like, what happened to people like not wearing like high school jerseys or like college jerseys or like that?
Yeah, bro.
And then he
Last year,
brought out,
bro, Jose
yeah,
Alvarado wearing a Knicks jersey when he's in Orlando. Like,
yeah. But yeah, I was sitting there and I was like, okay, that boy Damian Lillard brought the high school jersey. Was it? It was the high school jersey because it definitely wasn't his college jersey.
yeah, I think it was high school or it was definitely a team he played on. But like honestly,
But
when I saw that, I was like, yeah, he won.
I was like, I think he's about to tweak. Mind you, he almost sold, but Dame
Definitely
time,
did. He
Dame
definitely
time.
almost sold.
You can't deny Dame time.
Let me tell you, almost.
The
Halliburton
literal
almost
last shot.
clutched up though. I'm not gonna hold you.
Let me tell you
He
something.
tied the record, didn't he?
I wanted him to ball out so bad. He tied the record, 31 in the first. Yo,
Mm,
he legit couldn't miss.
mm,
He legit could like on his second half. I mean, the first half was still really good too. But as soon as he made it to the middle rack, he literally could not miss. He was an absolute sniper.
mm.
And mind you, I'm not gonna clown him, but Tyrese Halliburton is the epitome of I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If your jump shot is ugly, if you got the strap, you got the strap. Don't change nothing.
Mm.
I mean, Lonzo Ball, thank God he changed his. But
With Sean Marion
Tyrese
and all that.
Halliburton, I mean, oh my God, bro.
Gilbert
That
Arenas.
one of the most interesting looking jump shots I've ever seen, but it's guaranteed
It
money.
works.
It's absolute money.
Cash money.
It works.
Cash money.
You could call it ugly, but you can't call it broke. Like that's
I mean, I don't
Tyrese
even
Halliburton.
I don't even care that he kind of sold in the second round. That first round was like it was magic, Mo. It was crazy.
And his jump shot's not that bad looking
It's
either.
not.
Mhm.
Like it's not
It's
the
kinda-
ugliest thing ever. Like it's
Like it's
definitely
quick. It's quick. It's efficient. It's not too much energy getting put into it.
It's not flashy. It's there
Yeah.
to get the job done. It's not there for the cover. It's there just to get the award. Like that's what it's there for.
Mm.
Let's talk about what really stank though.
Wait. I gotta talk about Kevin Herter. Because I had
that's why I said let's talk about what really stank.
Okay, I thought you was transitioning to the
No.
dunk contest.
Oh, absolutely not. The dunk contests were pretty good, but
you thought
Kevin Hoyter. Oh my God.
I have money on this motherfucker, and he sold.
You did not have money on Kevin Herter.
I definitely did.
Almost everybody had money on Kevin Herter.
That
to be
white
honest.
boy can shoot that thing, youngin. He can shoot.
Bro,
Look.
he's in the same 3-point contest with Buddy Hield. Fuck. The one who disappointed me the most was Jason Tatum. That one was crazy to me.
Low key. I mean, but it sucks though going first. There really is like a pretty big pressure on going first. He really pump fake.
Yeah, he did. He thought he was gonna make it, bro. He was like, "Let me chill out."
Yeah.
But Julius Randle had his son crying and shit.
When your son is crying at your own performance and it's not because it's good, bro, like you gotta step off.
Jesus. And I would.
I mean, his son pretty much had the same reaction as
Everyone else.
most Knicks fans during the regular season. I mean, this is kind of what it's like watching Julius Randle take the court.
Nah, it's good that this happened because now Julius Randle understands how we all looked, and as a New York Knicks fan, as we all looked when we saw him get cooked by Trae Young. Like now he understands how we all looked.
But my thing is, it's not that I didn't expect anything from Julius Randle. It's that I didn't know what to expect. He would have either dropped 32 points or 5.
It was a wild card.
That I wasn't expecting anything in between.
LaVar, I did
What?
say it beforehand that Julius Randle, y'all are gonna put some money on him, and thank God y'all didn't. But
He was thinking about that.
I was gonna say no. He definitely was thinking about it because the odds were looking really good, as in a payout if he wins.
That was the Henny talking. Don't listen to him.
It definitely was.
But whatchamacallit, I did say he's probably gonna have a Paul George performance.
That's disrespectful to Paul George.
He's probably gonna have a Paul George performance.
Sucked in the 3-point contest. Bro.
Exactly.
Embarrassed
And
me.
I saw it coming. I was like, Julius Randle. I was like, it's too good. It's too good of a sleeper. It's too good of a sleeper. It's not gonna happen. It really can't.
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton was the dark horse, but oh my God, Kevin Hoyter and Julius Randle, Jesus man.
What about Tyler Hero? What was his number? Did he make it out the first round?
He got 18. He did not make it out I mean, there's only 2 rounds, anyways. Only 3 people make it, which is pretty tough.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Tyler Hero,
dunk contest.
Tyler Hero and Lauri Markkinen, were one and the same. They both almost scored the same amount of points, but Tyler Hero, he was building a house for the first 2 racks. It was nothing but bricks. I could have sworn the backboard was about to crack.
It sounded like
I really did. It sounded like if there was a war veteran in attendance, he probably would have had to leave the building for Tyler Hero's first half of his performance. That was really bad. And Lauri Markkanen was kind of the exact opposite. He was a damn bucket, but as soon as he passed the middle rack, absolutely sold. He probably would have broke the record too if he didn't stink that bad. But yeah, though that's the mid portion of the 3-point contest.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dame time. It had to happen.
That's the best regular season performer of all time. I swear to God.
On God.
Once that postseason hit, that's not Dame Dollar, that's Dame. Actually, that's Damian.
I can't say that.
I'm not gonna slander this nigga. I'm not gonna slander this nigga. It's All-Star weekend. I'm not gonna slander.
Because he always performs in the postseason. His team just stinks.
And it's not even his team. It's like, have you noticed Damian has seen like every super team in the West? Like he's had to like see all of them, while his team stays in mediocrity. It's horrible.
It's unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
But anyways,
you want to talk about the dunk contest? Chili, you
said it was very good. The boom portion.
Chili, you said it was very good.
Very good. I only had 2 problems. Two problems, and then I could just talk about the dunk contestants in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was very confused when I saw a woman on the panel because I was like, who is that? I was hoping it wasn't Candace Parker. Definitely not, because why? But as soon as I saw Lisa Leslie, I was like, okay, this is dope. It's Lisa Leslie. Lisa Leslie, we have a problem now. we have a problem. Mac McClung would have had 50s in every single dunk if it wasn't for Lisa Leslie.
Yeah.
A 9 on that second dunk. I don't know if you saw that second dunk, ladies and gentlemen. But a 9? Oh my goodness. And Karl Malone got me tight the entire time. He was lowballing everybody.
Okay, he's always going for the lowest number, bro.
No, I'm about to review.
No.
But he's always going for the lowest number.
That was great improv. That was a D Wade to LeBron type lob. I'm not gonna lie. That was wow.
Gabe, you got any thoughts before I go?
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm reviewing, like, I'm watching the second dunk right now because, like, that was something that I was having gripe with, and I'm glad you brought it up because it's like they robbed him of a perfect night. Like, all dunks there, like, undisputed, were like perfect. And this wasn't like the past few years where it's like back and forth between, like, who's gonna win. Like, this was undisputed. Like, he had them.
Actually, I'm not. Well, yeah, it was undisputed. I did know from the second dunk, Mac McClung was definitely winning. But hey, we can't sleep on Trey Murphy, because I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at the scores after this too. This was actually the most competitive dunk contest statistically since 2016.
I mean, last year's was competitive. They was all trying to see
last year's was pretty competitive, but it
missed the
most.
Yeah,
but
it was
it absolutely stank.
That's all it is.
In terms of really high scores, this was great. I don't know how, because Jericho Sims was
Stunk
butt
up
cheeks,
the joint,
and Kenyon Martin Jr. I mean, if he could just make those dunks on the first try, maybe he would have had a chance.
Yeah.
But
that's another thing too. Didn't Mac make like all dunks on first tries too?
Yeah. He did not need a second attempt at all, and he didn't prep time. He didn't need prep time. He took the ball, and when he was ready, he just went up.
Yeah,
he definitely undisputed got that one. Like,
kind of saw it coming though. Yeah, if you're a hooper, you know about this man's high school mixtape.
Yo, his high school mixtape is crazy,
insane. He's bro. I checked his odds. I was like, maybe he's a bit underrated because he's a G leaguer.
He was the damn favorite.
But he was the favorite, so I was like, bro, I'm not taking those odds.
He was the favorite in the negative.
Yeah.
You were losing money if you didn't put up enough.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. But I mean, Mac McClung. I as soon as he won, I had to go check his Twitter to see if he said the N-word on Twitter. Honestly. Like the fact that he won during Black History Month is racist in and of itself.
Yeah.
But,
I
you know,
said it.
yeah,
I said it.
yeah,
He said Black History Month back a couple of weeks.
yeah. Come on, man. Come on,
We
man.
in March now because I'm Mac McClung.
And also a G leaguer washing NBA talent is
Yeah, step your game up.
crazy.
Y'all stink.
It's crazy, bro. That's why I say that competition stinks. If you relying on a G leaguer to make it interesting, that shit stinks, bro.
You're
But
cooked.
I mean, that's a good thing too, because that means there's promising talent in the G League.
Sure.
I mean,
Which shows that it's
he's a diamond though. There's good talent, but Mac McClung. I mean, he's already played in the NBA before. He played for the Warriors for a little bit, and then now he got himself a contract with the 76ers. But he's good. Like he's actually good. He's short. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But he's good.
like there's definitely
Really
like
good.
there's definitely like diamonds in the rough in the G League, and I feel like him shining in All Star Weekend allows like the more diamonds to shine instead of the G League just being like the place that stars go to rehabilitate. Like instead
An
of
island
just
of
being
misfit
like,
toys.
yeah, I literally like instead of being the island of misfit toys, it could be like the diamonds in the rough. Like all you have to do is just keep your eye out. It's gonna keep the G League from being like secondary to being like a place where potential talent can actually come from.
Yeah. And then I also want to talk about why don't the stars participate in the dunk contest? Like John Morant got asked about it, and he said he's not gonna do it.
Ja
Ask D Wade.
Morant. Oh my god.
So
Ask D Wade.
actually, yeah, we talked about it earlier. You said it was because D Wade
I
did,
swear it's because of D Wade.
did a terrible
means?
job as
I
judge.
swear it's because of D Wade just set the precedent for bad judges and all stars to just say you got to give me a bag now if you want me to do it. John Morant literally said you got to pay me
Oh
$1 million.
yeah.
John Morant the first time he got asked about it was by Taylor Rooks, I'm pretty sure, and he said you got to pay me $1 million to do it. Now he said he needs like 1 billion likes on his Instagram.
But like
Yo,
he's fine in the
you know,
West, so like what is he worried about?
yeah, no, the
That
fuck
shit,
he ain't
no,
not no more.
nah.
That aged like milk.
Boston.
That was,
Nobody in the
but
West? Nah. I'm fine in the West.
You got asked that question during the All Star game too, and he still said he's fine in the West. But we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I really like. How do you incentivize? Like, okay, so John Morant said he needs a
give up
billion
the
likes,
bag. Give
but
up the
I
bag.
really don't.
You got to give up the bag.
But these dudes are getting paid like $40-50 million. Like I really
I
don't
mean,
think
yeah.
they.
I mean, John Morant is a superstar player now. He's getting super matches now.
Yeah, let me
He
see his
still wants the
contract.
bag.
Let's see what his contract is actually.
He still wants the bag. You know how ludicrous. You know how messed up you ruined the dunk contest for an all-star dunk prospect, a one-of-one dunker in the league right now, to ask for more money
Yeah,
just to go into the dunk contest. You fucked up.
crazy.
And
You absolutely fucked
And
up.
then the winners can't get even get $1 million. Like Mike McClung made
He got
$100K.
$100,000. Yeah, that's it.
100K for an
That's
NBA
almost the same.
contest? That's
That's as
insane.
much as he's gotten in his career.
Yeah.
to go
Yeah,
back on
absolutely.
money making with John Morant, in 3 years he has accumulated $27 million in contract earnings.
Yeah.
27 million, and he's talking about a bag
Nah,
for a dunk contest, which will give
27
you
million
not
at this
only
point
will not
isn't
give you
even like
more
a
recognition.
lot.
Yeah, it's like and with the way it's looking, it says here he can extend this to a max contract if he makes All NBA this year.
This nigga
So
might make a super. He's definitely making All NBA. If he doesn't make All NBA, this league is cooked. But
he's making second team,
which
definitely.
I wouldn't say first.
oh yes,
I would agree more on second.
yeah, I was about to say he's definitely not making first team. Luka and stuff. But
Facts.
whatchamacallit, yeah. But yeah, oh my God, he could be making so much more. He could be making so much more, and that's only because it's still a fairly old contract. But my God, bro, 27 mil. Listen,
Yeah.
I would have been fine. Listen, give me Ben Simmons' contract for 5 mil, and I'll be happy. But
I'm doing the same thing as
Jesus,
Ben Simmons right now.
That's yeah, 100%. Man's coming up, bro.
I'm sitting watching the Nets play. I'm doing what Ben Simmons is doing.
Yeah. I got so
yeah,
much playing for
man.
Ben Simmons, but I'm a chill on him. It's All Star Weekend. I'm a chill.
But I will say though, this was the best dunk contest for me since 2016. I did really like it. Three out of the 4 contestants were pretty good for me on my radar.
Jericho Sims needs to be
Please stop
stripped.
putting Knicks players in this shit, bro.
Don't stop. Don't
Bro,
stop
chill,
it.
chill on
Stop
the
it.
Knicks. Chill on the
Please stop
Knicks.
putting.
Chill on the
Stop it.
Knicks.
Stop
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm
Hey, yo,
sorry. Obi Toppin won last year, but he won out of. There was nobody there, bro. There was nobody there.
A win's a win. A win's a win. A Nick won the dunk contest.
I guess.
but, but I don't understand why Quentin Grimes, if they wanted a Nick to participate in the 3-point contest, I don't get why Quentin Grimes wasn't picked over Julius Randle. I really
Brunson.
or Jalen Brunson, yeah, like that's an all-star snub. Like, why don't you invite him out to the 3-point contest?
I would have rather seen Brunson over Randall, bro. I know Brunson would have at least put up more than 13.
I mean, they had Julius Randle in Sunday too, and oh my god,
I didn't see him, bro.
A fart cloud on Sunday. But I'm gonna wait till we get into Sunday. But
we could talk about Sunday right now. Are y'all done with y'all thoughts on Saturday?
Yeah, 3-point contest. Shout out Damian Lillard. He deserves it. Finally got recognition to his name. Dunk contest. Really good. Dunk contest. Like Randall's been saying, this is one of the best ones in the past few years.
Yeah, that
above all the slander, Saturday was good.
Yeah,
Saturday was good.
Yeah, definitely was. I enjoyed the 3-point contest, dunk contest more than the 3-point contest. I'm not going with you.
Sure. All right, so let's move into the All-Star game Sunday, the big event, right? So
I have so many mixed feelings.
So, I don't even have any mixed feelings. It's just terrible. Like first of all, the pregame was way too fucking long. And it started so fucking late. Like they had an estimated 8:30 start time. Like why? There's no football. There's nothing else going on. Start at like 7. Like we're on the East Coast. Like why am I?
There's no football. There's no soccer.
Yeah, like
there's no nothing.
Like what are we doing? We're starting 15 minutes before 9. Why?
Bro, the amount of things I did before the game started.
Yeah,
like. I was, oh my god, bro. I was just chill. I did so much playing Hogwarts. I ate dinner. I showered, bro. I did so much before the game started. Bro, I
went to potions class.
I came back from eating my food. Like I was enjoying my time too. Watched the YouTube video. Yo, I came back. Yo, they were still warming up. I was like, bro.
Yeah, I was like, bro. They announced the All-Stars, the reserves and starters. They Post Malone and 21 Savage performed. They did the national anthem, the Canadian and the American national anthem. I was like, bro, start the fucking game.
I didn't even think they were doing 2 concerts. 2?
I was like, and they did a halftime. We'll get to the halftime show in a second. But the pregame was way too, and the draft too. If I knew the draft,
I don't like the draft.
I like the draft. I don't like it before the game. If it's gonna take that long. If it's gonna take that long to start the game with the draft live, with the live draft, just do it. Just do it
do it the way it was before. Like do it on inside the NBA. Like there's no problem like having it before the game. Yeah. Having it like literally 10 minutes before game time just kills time.
Yeah. It took way too long, man. Took way too long.
It was jokes though, like when LeBron said Hookah Doncic. Like I thought like that was fire.
That was jokes.
That was fire.
Hey, yo, Giannis acts like a child. I wouldn't be surprised if Karl Malone is attracted to Giannis the way he acts like a child during All-Star Weekend.
Nah, speaking on that, because that was one of the things I saw when the Miz took the shot. The first thing I saw, Giannis was screaming, "It don't count."
He ran on the court.
It don't count.
He ran on the court.
He said, "It don't count. Get out of here. Bye bye. It don't count."
Yeah.
And that's Giannis the whole game too. All I'm seeing is him cracking jokes, and I'm like, this is why this man is loved. Like he's just a funny man. He's not
Giannis his thoughts after they won the game. That boy said, "Winner, chicken dinner."
Bro, like a PUBG lobby.
Did y'all see Bam Adebayo's reaction to him saying that?
Yo, he's like, "Yo, bro, this man dead ass."
Yo, oh my god, I might have to play it over this video, but it was so
you gotta
winner chicken dinner.
Bro, it had me cracking up. And then, okay, so the halftime performance, and then we'll get to the actual game. Burna Boy, Rema, and Thames in Utah.
That took me by surprise.
Come on, bruh.
That
They were
literally
one
like, come
performer
on,
away from having an all black like cast.
Come
come on,
on,
yeah,
Post
bro.
Malone.
come
I
on.
mean, they had 21 Savage, and they had the halftime. All Post Malone. He was the only person there who was white.
Yeah.
Yeah, like halftime before this is gonna be a little off. Speaking on like halftime performance, like a few months ago was the WWE's Royal Rumble,
Mm.
and let me tell you, it was a really good like event. Like the matches were spectacular and everything, bro. And then they come out of nowhere, bro. Some country band is in the middle of the ring, killing the whole vibe, bro. I'm like, yo, bro. I'm thinking, oh, this is one of the like artists that sings like the entrance music that they play like when they walk out and
Yeah.
shit.
Mm.
No, bro, this is an actual band. Like, and no, bro, I'm telling you, I've never seen us. This wasn't a stadium. This was like a stadium. Yeah, like it wasn't an arena. This was like Arizona Stadium baseball, and everybody was in their seat, like on their phone. Like this, like half times are in dangerous waters right now, bro. Like I've no consistency at all with half times, no matter what the area is.
People not know how to do marketing nowadays.
Yeah.
They don't
Do
know
people
who's
not
out and popping.
like they don't not even who's out and popping because they got people who are out and popping, but like know your demographic.
Facts.
Who's listening to Burna Boy and Thames in
In
Utah?
Utah. Yeah.
Facts.
Adam Silver's NBA. We'll
Adam
get
Silver's NBA.
we'll get to that in a second. Y'all want to talk about the game, the actual game?
I thought it was all right. Like I
Again,
enjoyed that it
like I said,
wasn't as competitive. Like I like that they were just out there like balling. Like they were just doing their thing.
that's a very interesting take because a lot of people are actually complaining about that and the fact that like the All Star game is officially cooked because it's like, we like the highlights, but like in certain situations, they really it was really no intensity at all. Like it was insane to me because usually no one really cares up until the fourth quarter at this point because that's when the target score pops up
Hmm.
since it's a new format.
Mm.
But you would think like at the end of each quarter, knowing that the lead counts at
Yeah.
one point for
Yeah.
every quarter, that there would be some intensity picked up. Nah, bro, I'm over here looking at tied, like it's tied and shit like that, and they're still letting people go for layups and shit. And I'm like, dog, I'm like, first of all, money's on the line for your team's charity.
Mm-hmm.
They did that again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They do that every year.
the team, yeah. Both teams had one charity that that the money goes to. The first quarter, no effort at all into trying to win money. They tied, and then I don't remember if it happened again in the second quarter or the third quarter, but it was just like, bro, I'm watching it, and I'm like, man, this is money on the line for the charity. I mean, money's money, and both charities are getting paid regardless, but man, it sucks. Like, there's really not that much intensity anymore in the All Star game. But you can't.
I see what you mean though. Like I could agree. Like when it comes to the intensity, like I can agree that could be stepped up a little bit because like when I'm seeing Kyrie doing like easy ass layups that if Embiid wanted to, he could swat that shit.
I mean, shit. I mean, half
He's
of those
doing in
layups is
game
going in
anyway.
regardless.
He's doing it in
They're
game.
going in regardless.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like some all time moments. I mean, like, come on, LeBron guarding Kobe in the 2016 All Star game. Those are all time moments. You don't get defense like that no more. Like, I think the only defensive highlight I seen that game was LeBron screwing up SGA's dunk.
Nah, if you watch Tatum's highlights, he's getting contested on all of them. On all his
Yeah.
3-point shots, he's getting
I
contested.
mean, at one point he just started tweaking. And that defensive highlight, that one on one with him and Jaylen Brown,
That was
amazing.
fire.
That was all time. I love that. That was great.
I like that they were going like back and forth, and then Tatum was like, "All right, let me remind you who got the bigger contract." He said, "All right."
Tim Hardaway, and Deion Waiters esque.
That was the only time I was really engaged in the game, though. Like my major problem with this year's All Star game is that they're showing more effort during the off season in open gym than they are in this game. Like I'm not asking
they
them
just
to
have to
go
have
out
fun.
all out 100%,
Yeah.
but I'm asking them to give at least like 70%. They're going out there giving like 5.
But I would argue that like this is the weekend, like right before playoffs. Like this is where they could just spend the weekend
Yeah.
Like, let it be. Like, you don't got to do no crazy stuff. There's going to got to be like Game 7 energy. It's just we people acknowledge us as all stars. Let's go out there and show them like why like our capabilities. Like it's like I can argue like I agree like intensity makes the game better. But like I like seeing just highlight plays, like just seeing them like shoot mad threes, like shooting mad threes, going up for nice
Damian
ass
Lillard.
layups.
Sure.
Facts.
Sure.
Facts.
For that's cool for me for like the first 3 quarters. But once it gets to the fourth quarter and it's time to like actually win the game,
Like D up.
you gotta you gotta D up. And they didn't do that. Like they didn't
I'll
keep the
agree with
game
that.
close.
Bro, they didn't play defense up until I think they didn't play defense up until it was literally a 5-point game. And by 5-point game, I mean Team Giannis was 5 points away from winning the game. That was when they actually started playing defense, and I was like, now?
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all relied on Tyrese Halliburton to even make it a close game. I mean,
yeah,
it's crazy.
so,
Oh, and I love De'Aaron Fox. Don't get me wrong, but he is literally the only person that didn't score a single point in that game. You hate to see it.
yeah.
Tragic. With such a good talent too. De'Aaron Fox is really something. Going out like
And
that in the All-Star
a
game.
big surprise. I mean, a big surprise, but at the end of the day, I should have known better because you know the I always say it. You know, you can't get too mad when certain people get left out of the All-Star game because it really is a flashy man's game,
It's gonna
and
happen.
it goes to show that Jokic and Luka are two players that just might not be meant for this shit. I mean, granted, they're always gonna get invited back. Don't get me wrong, but 4 points, Luka. I would have never thought. I would have never thought Luka was only going to
Bro,
score
he's
4 points in
flying
that
out to
game.
Mexico after the game. He's about to get his hookah on. He about to go chill.
Like I was sitting there chilling, and I'm like, they had him mic'd up too.
Yeah, bro. Like,
and I was like, I'm over here thinking like he's gonna have like a GTA kind of moment. He's gonna start balling out with the mic on. 4 points. I was like, damn. I was looking at the box score.
Did he get assist though? Like, was he passing or like?
I mean, yeah, he still had a fairly rounded box score, but it was like it wasn't. It looked like like a first quarter production for Luka. I was just like, and I was looking at the box score in general, and I was like, a lot of, and I was watching the whole game, and I was like, damn, I must have not been watching the whole game because some of these points on the box score,
Yeah, I'm about to look.
it was
that up,
surprising.
actually. I want
Like
to look at this
LeBron only had like 14 points. I was seeing LeBron highlights like every other minute.
Bro,
Like he was pulling logo threes.
That LeBron self alley was crazy.
Was crazy, yeah.
Donovan Mitchell didn't stand a chance. That shit was nuts.
And then I can't believe I almost put money on Luka to win the All-Star Game MVP.
I feel so sorry. I wanted to
talking VAR.
I wanted to apologize. I wanted to apologize too because I low-key told him you should do it. Yeah. I said I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, you're supporting his antics now, gang? Alright, I see you.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what was wrong with me. I kind of just forgot who was in it, and I was just like, I was like, okay, yeah, you know what, Luka, sure.
Now, something I want to add was the Donovan Mitchell, 40 points.
Yeah.
That nobody was talking about.
The 40 burger.
Yeah.
40, 10, and 4.
Like,
he was doing it all.
Nobody's talking about that, which is
and he started
crazy.
cold, mind you. He started cold.
He did.
He started very cold, actually.
He did.
Like, he came home. He said, all right, I'm back. Let me show y'all what y'all missing on. And he went crazy.
Yeah, but the reason why nobody's talking about it because Jason Tatum broke the record.
Yeah, it's just and they was on the same team too, which is crazy.
27 points and mind you, Jason Tatum wasn't the first pick or the second pick.
What was he?
No one picked him first.
He wasn't the first pick?
His first pick was Damian Lillard.
Oh, he was.
Wow.
No. That was for the reserves. For the starters, he was the first pick.
Okay, that's respectable.
He was? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But, oh my God, I mean, the fact that he even got it, though. The fact that Giannis somehow got Damian Lillard, Jason Tatum, and Donovan Mitchell on the same team. LeGM.
LeGM, come on.
What are we doing?
Bro, but niggas had LeBron winning because he had Embiid,
Jokic, Kyrie.
But I knew Jokic wasn't gonna like hoop like that because he doesn't even like celebrating his own birthday, which is crazy. I'm dead ass. He was like, yo, it's just a reminder that I'm getting older. That's what he said.
It was just
No,
He was cool.
I
He was
like
cool to
that.
see. But
I'm looking at the box score right now. I like that Tatum and Brown were having like a little duel, 55-35.
yeah, bro.
That was a
Yeah.
nice little duel between Boston boys over there. I like that.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown could have probably had a 40 burger or a 50 burger too. That boy had 14 assists. He was a little too generous.
Nah, you got me thinking. The reason why I looked up the box score is because I'm thinking there's no way De'Aaron Fox actually scored 0, bro. This man shot once and gave out.
Yeah, because he had a wide open dunk and he blew it. So yeah,
On the court for 9 minutes. Jared Jackson Jr. was on the court for a shorter time than you, and he did more than you. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I wasn't even like excited to see Jaren Jackson either. I mean, he's a defensive player and a okay 3-point shooter in a game where there's literally almost no defense at all. People said I was bugging
Yeah.
for not being excited for Jaren Jackson. I was like, dog, do we know what the All-Star game is? The All-Star game is only built for a hand-selected amount of players, and a good amount of them got injured.
mm-hmm.
Giannis, the first play of the game, Giannis gets the ball, dunks it,
It says,
gets a foul, and says, "I'm done."
I gotta go to New York. I got an MRI in the morning.
Yeah,
I
bro.
gotta go to New York.
Done.
It seems though like Team Giannis was way more rounded out than Team LeBron's.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
I'm looking
definitely.
at these names, like it seems like Team Giannis was drafted way better than the Team LeBron's.
No one really wants to see forwards and bigs in the All-Star game. I mean, mind you, yeah, they're good. They're good to have, clearly, but
Mhm.
it's a flashy game, and there's no one more flashy than the guards.
Don't tell that to John Morant. Only 6 points is crazy.
Oh yeah, but that really did surprise me. That was the biggest surprise of the night.
And all of them were
6
like
points.
dunks.
They were all dunks.
Yeah.
They were. But I can't lie. They were really good
Nah,
dunks.
Tatum
They
was
were really good dunks.
Nah, Tatum was 10 for 18 from 3.
He broke that record too.
Yeah.
Tatum is. I'm gonna say this now, and this isn't gonna be like some hot take, but like Tatum is one of the is next up. Like he's gonna be a name that we chat about for a
we know.
long
We
ass
know.
time.
Of course.
We know.
Course.
That
Like
he heard that the trophy was named after Kobe, and he said, "Yeah, I need that."
he said,
He turned into
wait,
Larry
he was
Bird.
like, wait, didn't I go to camp with Kobe? Yeah, we out.
He was like, "I'm sorry, the who All-Star Game MVP Bryant." That say less.
All-Star game though, I enjoyed it. Like I'm a personal fan of the more flashy aspect in the All-Star game because it's like we're months of like 2 or like a month away from playoffs. I personally feel give the players a chance to just relax and have fun. Like let them ball.
Sure.
You know?
I was gonna say, like it was a really good point that you made, because I was like, this really is like the one point in the season where they get to just like have fun.
Like they don't got to worry
And
about
just, like,
rank. They don't got to worry
yeah.
about standings.
Like there's really nothing but an extra paycheck to worry
and
about
good
here.
vibes.
Like it's
Like All-Star Weekend is the weekend where like literally
everybody's
all fans
smiling,
come
like,
together.
yeah.
Like there's no like animosity. It's like every NBA fan comes together and they just enjoy the weekend.
Like, bro, I'm celebrating a Celtics player. Yeah, like you're never gonna hear this out of me unless it's All-Star Weekend.
Definitely.
Like I'm celebrating a Celtics player. I was a hardcore Celtics hater last season in the playoffs. Like who would have thought? Not me.
Not me.
Not
Look
us.
at us. Who would have thought? Not us. W
Yeah,
weekend.
I don't got anything else. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't. Bro,
wait a
That's pretty
second.
good.
Actually, I would like to take the cup on this one. I'll take the lead on this.
Okay.
Russell Westbrook to the Clippers once the buyout is finalized. How do y'all feel about that?
I'm that's fine.
I feel no ways. I'm gonna let it cook.
We gotta wait to talk about that next week.
I just wanted to get that out there because I woke up this morning and I saw that. I was like, oh, I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Russell Westbrook saw Utah clapping and cheering for Carl Malone. He said he wants out.
Yeah, no.
But we gotta talk about that next week.
He said it's up. It's up.
But
I'll let that dog cook.
Bro, the NBA commissioner Adam Silver with this player empowerment shit. I'm gonna sound like a slave over saying this, bro.
A slave.
Yo.
But get these niggas in check.
Get
Bro.
Yeah.
Get these niggas a check.
Not because this is the same man who 2 weeks ago, yo man, this is turning
Yo.
into a white man's league.
Yo, and
He said
yeah,
that last night.
yeah,
He said this last
bro,
night.
I'm not gonna lie. Mac McClung. First of all, All Star Weekend takes place in Utah, right? Okay, Matt McClung wins the dunk contest as a G leaguer, 3-time MVP, coming up with Nikola Jokic, and Jason Tatum wins All Star Game MVP. It's a white man's league, bro. It's a white man's league, bro.
Acknowledge it, LaVar.
Nah, bro, I'm sick. I'm sick, bro. I'm sick. I am definitely sick. But yo, nah. Adam Silver got to get these niggas in check, bro. Like, LeBron should not, his first appearance should not be on Sunday, dude. It shouldn't.
Kind of nuts.
I agree.
Like, what are we doing?
Mind you, he probably wouldn't have showed up regardless. His sons had basketball games.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
that was my only thing saving me from saying LeBron should have been there early.
But even
as soon as I found out that his sons had games, I was like, okay, he wasn't gonna come regardless.
yeah,
He wasn't gonna pull up.
yeah. But even with the other All Stars, they didn't show up till Saturday. They didn't show up to the Rising Stars game or the Celebrity game.
Yeah, that was low key. That was interesting to me because me personally, when I was watching the highlights for the Rising Stars game, I was loving it, bro. Like, that was dope.
I really like the game. I know that like there's a lot of animosity about like no intensity, but personally me, like I definitely see like how intensity, makes a game better because it makes it better to watch because it's like edge of your seat type shit.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like I've been saying, it's like you get to just chill out. It's a chill vibe. It's like you don't gotta worry about nothing. You just go out there and you got drafted to the All-Star game. So you go out there and you show them like, okay, let me show them my All-Star skill. Let me show them why. And like VAR said, it's like this is only a select few. Like it's not like everybody's built for this.
Yeah.
So it's like the ones that show that they're built for this, it's exciting to watch because you'll get players like Tatum who drop 55, Donovan Mitchell who drops 40, Jalen who drops 35. Like you get like performances like that. But at the same time, it's like I can agree on the whole intensity argument because it's like I will forever say like intensity makes the game because it's like
Of course.
anybody who watches sports can agree, and anybody that's listening that can agree that when a game has no intensity, it's kind of boring to watch.
100%
Like outside All-Star Weekend, I'm speaking, of course.
For sure.
But it's like with All-Star Weekend, I feel like that's the one time where it's like, okay, we could let it slide. Like, and this isn't just NBA. Like, I watch like MLB All-Star. I watch the NFL All-Star, and it's like the MLB All-Star game. It's like that's a game where like damn near home run every play, and when it's infield, the outfielders are so good they could gun you out at first.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not like boring to watch, but it's like I would definitely enjoy just watching like extravagant ass plays. I enjoy seeing like LeBron showing why nobody can guard him. Like that self alley was crazy, and then Tatum doing it. Like it's like that back and forth is what makes the game exciting. Because you'll do one thing, and then the other team is like, we can't let that slide," and they do the exact same thing but crazier.
Yeah, I definitely get where you're coming from. I definitely do. So I have a list of not a list, but I have 2 proposals to make All-Star Weekend better.
2
Because overall, I honestly thought it was a failure. Overall, but
I would say that
you wouldn't say but
Listen, bro, there's propaganda that we have to promote here.
Yeah.
LaVar will always be the top hater in America.
yes.
Amen. Amen.
And that,
The amount of hating I've seen on this man's Instagram page, bro.
It's in his bloodstream. Let's go.
Like he's just a natural born hater. He's buck nasty. Like that's who he is. If anybody listening gets that reference, you a real one. But this man is for real buck nasty. Like,
Yo.
But I got a 1-on-1 tourney, or maybe a 3v3.
ooh,
Right.
I like that.
Right. Or maybe a game of horse, something like that. Those are my proposals.
I would agree more on the tourney. Like I kind of would like to see a 1-on-1 tourney.
Yeah.
But like how would you like qualify who gets into the 1-on-1 tourney? Like, will it be like all-star voting or like will it be like actual like?
I'm not gonna lie. We might have to actually leave this up to the fans.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie. I don't trust the league to know who's a good one-on-one prospect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust it.
That is
Yeah.
true.
But to be honest, you can't make it too big anyway. And we already know like handcrafted the amount of good 1v1 players that are in the league
Yeah, like
that are good matchups.
if this was like back in the day, like if this was like 2017, 2018, James Harden is winning that like without question. Like we're talking about like ISO players, like
Yeah.
this that would have been his game.
And you
And
would,
I,
yeah, go ahead, my fault.
I feel like that's like a contributing factor because it's like a lot of these players aren't crafted for ISO. Like ISO play is like very, very select few NBA players right now can do very ISO at a really good level.
Yeah, and I would also put in like a separate tournament for guards and bigs so that like
There's
somebody
no
like
like
Tyrese
unfairness. Yeah,
Halliburton is not guarding KD or something like that. Unless the
no,
NBA
yeah,
players
true.
would,
definitely.
because like Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, like that was the only part that really kept me engaged during the All-Star game again.
That was low key nuts.
Like that they should absolutely implement a 1v1 tournament. That is like a no-brainer. No-brainer.
Maybe like 12 players. Like 12 players.
Yeah,
12 players sounds good.
put it on Friday night.
For real. 12 players amongst 12 players that are guards, 12 players that are forwards. I don't even know if there's 12 players that are forwards that can actually ISO. But somewhere around that kind of small number.
Well, I
Do a
mean,
little
like
tournament.
ISO with the big, like I feel like it's difference in positioning because it's like ISO with the big is completely different to like ISO of a point guard.
Yeah.
Like a point guard will focus more on like saucing you. He'll focus more on like creating the dribble move to create that space. And I feel like
And those post ups.
yeah, I feel like for the big, yeah. The big is more focused on like overpowering you because it's like he can. So it's like he's gonna take he's gonna be more crafty in the post instead of
We got some stretch bigs too. We got some Embiids and Jokic's that are out here doing circus shots from outside. We got some of them.
That is
And
true.
mind you, it's just a matter of front court, back court. I mean that whole bigs one can extend to the small forwards too.
But at the same time, it also brings in the argument: Are if we separate the positions, are we really in a positionless basketball era, like people have been saying? Because it's like,
That's a good question.
because it's like if you're gonna separate the positions, then that's signifying that you acknowledge that certain positions are where they are, type situation. And it's like,
But it is a general knowledge aspect. Like you can't really expect a guard to probably win a like I don't know if KD is losing a tournament if he's in the same tournament as
yeah,
any guard. I mean I don't think
even
anybody's guarding that man.
even if he's in a forward position, it's like KD can still cook 1-on-1. Like,
Yeah.
Of course.
KD selling in Brooklyn is not taking away the fact that he's still Kevin like fucking Durant. Like he's still him. Like don't forget, this is the man that arguably behind LeBron could run the league if he wanted to. In terms of scoring, I want to say that in terms of scoring.
Sure.
Because like there's definitely aspects to KD's game that could definitely be like worked on.
If he just wasn't so injured.
Mm-hmm.
That Achilles tear.
That's a bad injury to come back from. Like that, especially in basketball, it's a really hard one to come back from.
And he came.
He pulled the Kobe though. He did that.
He's still an MVP candidate. Like he's still one of the greatest.
Yeah.
And people are comparing. They're like, "Oh, Klay Thompson came back." I'm like, Klay Thompson's play style is
barely
perfect for him. Like, not even like barely. Like the fact that he came back at all is like because of his play style. He's not saucing you up and driving. He's catch and shoot. All he needs is like 2 dribbles. That's it.
Yeah.
Like he don't need to do some crafty shit. Like Klay Thompson,
60-something points on 13 dribbles.
Exactly. Like literally, like he doesn't need to do nothing else. He's just the purest shooter with no necessary dribble package needed because his jump shot is just works. Like it's who he is.
Yep. So y'all want to wrap it up?
Yeah,
I'm down.
I feel like we got a good accounting of All-Star Weekend.
For sure. All right. So Buckets and Box Offices. I'm LaVar.
Gabriel.
It's Randall.
And we out.